again, and I'd love for us to get started. We're going to do a nice, really gentle practice this morning. So I want you to grab a mat, maybe even a pillow, a blanket, and join me right in our seated cross-leg position. So we're going to begin in cross-leg. And I always like to begin with the breath because it's really the foundation of our practice. So when we're breathing, I want to draw your attention to how your spine is aligned. I want to draw your attention to your chest, your shoulders, and we're going to bring the spine in one line. Not that it'll be a straight upright because the spine bows and moves, but I want you to draw it so that we're not over accentuating the roundness and doing the opposite, pressing the chest forward so that we can create space for us to belly breathe. So with your hands resting on top of the knees, let's begin with the breath. So with your belly starting the process, we're going to breathe in and press out to fill up. Exhale, release, draw the belly in. And let's continue steering the breath with the belly, but slowing it down. Really take your time breathing in. And take extra time breathing out. With your eyes closed if you feel comfortable, let's continue with these slow belly breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. So we're going to start to put some movement with our breathing. On your next inhale, let's lift up the shoulders. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. So we're beginning with by circling the shoulders, by lifting up the shoulders by the ears. Exhale, rolling them back. And give me one more circle up and back and around. Very good. Now let's rest the shoulders here with the belly breath. Good morning, everyone. Exhale, release. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to stay in this crossed leg, but let's make sure that one leg is in front of the other. And when we have the legs one in front, I want you to plant your hands behind your hips with the fingers pointing to the back of your mat. I want you to pick up this right leg. We're on the side of the right foot, but I want you to bring your foot flat as we bring this knee over. And then bring the leg right back wide again. Good. Let's do the other side. We're going to pick up the knee, stepping into the foot, and bringing the leg right back. And I want you to keep going, stepping and bringing the leg out. And then inhale, lifting to step. And then bringing the leg out. Very good. Now we're going to add arms with it. So this time when we pick up this left knee, I want you to pick up this left arm and bring the hand over to touch. And then inhale, we're going to lift up the arm and bring everything back to the mat. Good. Let's do the same thing. Right arm and leg come over, hand plants. And then we're going to circle the arm and leg right back out. Let's do 2 more sets of these. Inhale, up and over. Circle back out. Right side, up and over. Circle back out. Good. One more set. Lift up, step. And bring that leg right, bring that leg and arm back out. Last side, up and over. And then we're going to stay. So I want you to continue to bring this hand over and root into the palm. We're going to step into the foot and lift up the hip and maybe lift up the foot. Good. Come back to a seated. Now we're going to circle around and not only circle but step and lift. Good. Let's keep going. Step and lift. Good job. One more side. Step and lift. Good job. Now come back into this cross leg pose. Rest your hands on top of the knees and give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. One more belly breath. Now we're going to add a little bit more to that. So let's make sure that your legs are one in front of the other. We're going to go ahead and plant the hands behind your hips. I want you to pick up this right knee and arm, but keep the arm extended. Step into the foot. Pick up your hip, pick up your leg, and then extend and dig. Arm in the air comes near the ear. Good job. Now we're going to pick up to sit. And lands. Good. Same thing, other side. We're going to lift and extend. Arm near the ear. Good job. Take this arm right back out and we're going to step to sit. Very good. Now, let's let that all sink in as we go into a cross-leg pose to sit. And we're going to hold it. 2 deep belly breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now, I'd like for us to come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. So we're going to swing the legs around. Come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Very good. Now, let's extend the left leg, but reach the right arm. And give me one more breath here in cat balance. Breathing. And then we're going to bring the hand and knee back to the mat. Now, I want you to extend the right leg, but reach the left arm. Breathing here, cat balance, other side. Excellent job. Bring your hand and knee back to the mat. And then let's sink the hips back towards your feet. Walk the hands forward and bring your forehead to the mat. Child's pose. 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. And we're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. Good job. Now I want you to pick up your left knee and bring it behind your right. So we're going to pick up the knee and bring it behind. Excellent. Now let's bring the feet further apart. And then we're going to start to walk the hands towards your knees until we can have a seat in between the feet. And I want you to draw your spine nice and tall. Palms come together in front of the heart. Good. And I'm just asking us to draw the spine nice and tall. Good. Give me one more belly breath. Very nice. Now, I'd like for us to bring our hands behind the hips, fingers pointing to the back of the mat. Legs stay in cow face, but we're going to press the hands down. Lift the chest up and see if we can lift the hips. Good job. They don't have to come up high, but we're going to go ahead and have a seat, forward fold, and bring your shoulders as close to your knees as possible. Fold. Good job. And we're going to lift back up and walk the hands back. Press into the palms. Lift your chest. Lift your chin. Let the head hang in between the shoulders. Then lift the hips. Excellent job. Bring your hips to the floor. Forward fold, hinging at the waist. Draw your shoulders to lay. Dragging the fingertips. Go into a fold. Excellent job. And then we're going to lift right back up. Bring the hands in front of the knees. I want you to keep walking the hands forward until you can lift up the hips and go right back into our tabletop. So uncross. We're back in tabletop. Fall back into our child's pose. Hips towards your feet. Walk the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Child's pose, 2 breaths. Bear with me. We're going to take 2 more breaths resting. Good job. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Inhaling here. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. We're going to do the other side. So pick up your left knee, cross it behind your right, bring your feet apart, walk your hands closer in so that we can carefully find a seat. Now maybe we want to put a block there, maybe a pillow, some kind of support. It just depends on how your hips are positioned and if they're flexible to sit all the way down. It doesn't matter what your limit is. You just find that limit and we sit and we try to be as comfortable as we can with wherever we are, because we will grow as we practice this. Good job. Now let's walk the hands behind the hips, fingers pointing to the back of your mat. Lift the chest, lift the chin, and then lift the hips. Knitting the legs together. Good job. Hips come down. Forward fold. Shoulders on top of the knees. And we're going to do that again. Lifting up the shoulders. Walking the hands back. We're going to pick up the chest and pick up the hips. Exhale, bring the hips to the floor. Let the fingertips drag as we draw our shoulders forward in this fold. Excellent job. We're going to bring the hands in front. And then walking the hands forward, lift up your hips. Go right back into tabletop, uncross the legs. Insides of the knees together. We're going to rest in child's pose. Hips come back towards your feet. Walk the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Child's pose, 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhaling here. We're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. Good job. I want you to dig the toes. Pick up your knees. Shift it back for down dog. Good. And tiptoe forward. Walk into a standing forward fold. Good. Soft bend into the knees. We're going to peel the spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Excellent. Very good. Until we're standing tall in our Tadasana. So I want you to bring your palms together and let's just stand and breathe. Go back to that belly breathing. Good. 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. So let's do a little balance before we get back to our mat. So we're going to do some modifications, but I want you to do your very best to follow along and to make this a very personal practice for you. All right. So I want us to begin by just balancing, lifting the left knee up and bringing this thigh as level to the floor as you possibly can, and bringing your palms together in front of your heart. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Now I want you to bring this leg back to the floor and your palms back. It's sealed in front of the heart. One more breath. Exhale, release. Now I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Pick up your leg. Bring it level. Palm seal in front of the heart and stay as still as you can. Let's take another deep belly breath here. Exhaling out. Good job. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring that foot to the floor. Excellent. Forward fold so your fingers come in front of your toes. And we're going to circle the arms wide, and I want you to keep the arms lifted. Fingers stay pointing to the ceiling. Good job. Let's do that again. Arms are extended. Left leg comes up, and I want you to bring it as level to the floor as you can. Good. Give me one more breath. Very good. And then we're going to bring that foot to the floor, but continue to reach the arms. And then I want you to do the same thing on the other side. So lifting up your leg, bringing it level, breathing, rooting into your foot and leg. Excellent job. Give me one more breath. Keep reaching. Very good. And then I want you to bring your foot to the floor. Palms come in front of the heart. Stand like a mountain. 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Very good. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Fingers come in front of the toes. And then we're going to circle the arms wide. And we're going to keep the arms reaching, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. Good job. Now we're building onto the sequence. Arms stay extended. But this time, I want you to lift your knee a little higher. And then bring it level. I want you to find your limit. Lift it up higher. And then bring it level. And I want you to bear with me. One more. Lift it up higher. And then bring it level. We're going to bring that foot to the floor, forward fold. Fingers come in front of the toes. And this time I want you to take a breath in this forward fold, resting the backs of the legs. Good. One more belly breath. Very good. Now let's circle the arms wide, but keep the arms in the air. We got to get to this other side. Pick up your leg, bring it level. Breathe in and lift up. Exhale, bring it level. Good, 2 more. Inhale, up. Bring it level. Good job. Hang in there with me one more. Inhale, lift. And bring it level. Good job. And then we're going to bring that foot to the floor. Excellent. Forward fold. Fingers come in front of the toes. Soften in the lower back, in the back of your legs and in the lower back. Good job. We're going to circle the arms wide. This time, palms come together over the head. And then hands come in front of the heart. Give me a deep belly breath here, breathing in deeply. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now I want you to forward fold, bring your fingers in front of the toes again. But this time to bend it to the knees, pick up the heels and squat down low. Excellent job. We're going to walk the fingertips in place, draw your spine tall. Excellent. Lift that right arm up. And then lift the left. One more belly breath here. Very good. Forward fold to bring your fingers to the floor. And then I want you to have a seat. So we're going to bring our sit bones down. I want you to extend your legs so we can come together in our staff pose. Hands come onto the outside of both legs. I want you to walk your hands towards your feet. Draw your belly to the thighs and forward fold. Deepen in the fold and breathe. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now we're going to walk the hands back. I want you to bend into your knees and wrap your hands behind the bottom of the foot, right at the arch in the middle. Good job when you get the fingertips wrapped. Now, modification. If you cannot reach this foot, you want to wrap your hands above the ankle. Either way, just go ahead and pick up this leg and extend it. I want you to feel a deep stretch in the back of the legs. Very nice. And then inhaling here, we're going to start to lean back and lift all at the same time. Lift. Excellent job. And then we're going to bring that leg, float it forward. Let it fall, and bring it down to the ground. Very nice. Good job. Now we're going to bend in the left leg, bringing your heel to the floor so we can wrap the fingers behind the arch in the leg, in the foot, so we can extend this leg. Very nice. Now as we're leaning, we're also drawing the leg near. Find your limit, breathe. Very good. And then we're going to softly bring your heel to the floor. Nice job. Walk your hands back in. Let's go ahead and bend into both knees so we can bring our hips forward and roll the back flat. So I want you to roll your back flat. Extend the legs into legs up the wall. Point into the toes, flex into the heels, alternate 2 more times. 1 more time. Good job. Bring your feet together side by side, roll into your heels and take the toes away. So if you could see the bottom of my feet, they look like this. Roll the toes away, and if you look at my knees, I got a soft bend in them. Good job. And then I'm going to roll the feet side by side. Keep your feet flexed. Roll out and then roll in. Now we're going to accentuate the bend. Roll out, bend into the knees. Extend and roll in. Very good. Give me 1 more. Roll out and bend. Extend and roll in. Good job. Bend into the knees, wrap your arms around the legs, hug it in, and give yourself a hug. Taking the time to practice yoga this morning. Give me 1 more belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. We're going to go ahead and bring the feet flat to the floor. Go ahead, take the knees to the right. Let them stay stacked. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Go into this twist. Give me 2 deep belly breaths here. 1 more belly breath. Excellent job. We're going to bring the knees back to the middle, bottoms of the feet flat to the floor. Then let's do the same thing, stacking the knees to the side. Shoulder blades stay on the mat. Go into this twist. 2 breaths here. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to bring the knees back to the middle, bottoms of the feet flat to the floor. Now, let's take the knees out, bottoms of the feet up against each other. And then I want you to slide to extend. And then we're going to make our way back onto our belly. So I want you to come onto your stomachs, bend into your knees, bring your feet back up into the air. And then we're going to do a little bit more with this crossing of the knees. So we're going to go ahead and roll onto your belly. Walk your elbows forward. Bend into your knees. Lift your feet up. Good. Now we're going to pick up that right knee and cross it over your left. Good. Arms are still reaching straight ahead. Keep the legs crossed in the air, but let them fall to the right. Let them fall. Reach through the fingertips. Good. Now we're going to bring them back to the center and over to the other side. Let them fall to the side. Good job. Bring them back to the center and then uncross. Feet stay in the air. Last one. We're going to pick it up and do the opposite. So go to the other side. If you were here, we're going to go here now. Good. Legs stay crossed. We're going to bring the legs over to the side. Let them stay. Breathe. Good job. Bring the legs back to the center. Now bring your legs over to the side. It may be a little bit more difficult to let them fall. Very good. And then we're going to bring them right back to the center. Good. Uncross the legs and unfold. We're going to bend into the elbows and come into Sphinx. One more belly breath. Good job. And then pick up the hips. Walk the knees in. Excellent job. Come on to your palms. Very good. Now we're going to bring the hips to the side. Good. Come back into a cross-leg position. Good. Rest the hands on top of the knees, and then we're going to close it out like we usually do on the next inhale. Circling the arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Exhale, let them peel away. Good. Two more. Circle the arms. Palms touch. Exhale, let them peel away. And one more. Circle the arms. Palms touch. Hands come to heart center. Namaste means the God in me honors the God in you. And I am truly grateful for your practice today. Thanks so much for joining. And please let anyone else know that we're here on every Tuesday at 9:30. Have a blessed day and God bless.